Alright friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw Marchin monkey, a fan-made smiling critter from Poppy Playtime. So first let's get started with our nose, and we're going to start on a diagonal. So we're going to curve this line around and then in, leaving a small gap in the center, stepping over to the left-hand side. Let's replicate that. Now in the center of both of these, we're just going to draw in a small curved line that arches in towards the center for the nostril. And now let's draw in our eyes. So on either side, we're going to curve this line around and then up. Now from the inside of the nose, we're going to curve this line around and then down at the corner. And then we'll do the same thing over on the left. So we're going to curve this line around and then down. In the left-hand corner of both eyes now, we're going to draw in a small oval. And now let's draw in the mouth. So on both sides, coming across on a diagonal, we're going to draw in a curved line from left to right. Now on the top, we're going to draw in a nice big arch line, connecting that together. And then stepping down on the bottom, we'll replicate that one more time. In the center for the tongue now, coming further over towards the left, let's curve this line up and then down. And then to the right of this, we're going to curve this line up and then back down. Let's draw on the cheeks now. So stepping further up, we're going to curve this line around and then in towards the middle. And then over on the left-hand side, coming down on a diagonal, we're going to replicate that, curving this line around, back in, connecting that on the bottom. Let's close off the rest of the head now. So moving further up on the left-hand side, we're going to start by drawing in our ear first. So we're going to curve this line around and then in. And then on the right, we'll replicate that, curving that line around and then in. On the left-hand side now, we're going to arch this line around in towards the middle. Leaving a gap in the center, we're going to curve this line all the way around, and we're going to connect this down towards our cheek, past our ear. In the center for the hair on the top, we're going to curve two lines that arch out on either side. And now from that point, we're just going to curve this line back down and in towards the center. Moving back in towards the inside now, from this corner, we're going to curve this line around and then in the middle. And then moving over on the right hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then in the center, connecting that together. For the eyebrows, we're going to draw in a small curved line on both sides on top of the head here. Let's close off the ear. On the right hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then in towards the cheek. And then on the left hand side, we're going to curve a small line that comes up. And now from here, we're just going to arch this line back around and then in. Now let's move down and draw on the rest of the body. So for our left arm, we're going to curve this line around and then in. Stepping across, we're going to replicate that, curving that around and then in. Below this, we're going to draw in a curved line that arches up towards the top. Leaving a gap as we come over, let's replicate that. Now from here, let's draw in a straight line that closes us off on the top and the bottom. Moving across, in the center, we're going to draw in a curved line arching around and then in. Above this, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And then we'll do the same thing as we move down on the bottom. And now let's draw in a nice big circle. So coming underneath, we're going to curve this line around and then up towards the middle. And then back on the top, we're going to again continue to curve this around, connecting that line together. Let's move up now and draw in the music symbols. Above this, we're going to curve this line around and then in. Stepping beside this, we're going to replicate that, curving that in towards itself, leaving a small gap. On the top, we're going to bring a diagonal line that comes in towards our chin. Dropping down, we'll do the same thing, leaving a small gap. On the bottom, we're going to curve this line up and then down. And then from that corner again, we're going to curve this line up and then back down. And now let's draw in another circle. So for the outside of the circle, we're going to curve this line around and down towards the side of our page. And then starting back on this line, we're going to again continue to curve this line all the way around and then in. Moving down in the middle now, we're going to again replicate that, curving this line all the way around and then back in on the side. For the arm behind here, we're going to draw in a small diagonal line. And now in the center, we're just going to draw in a small curved line that arches around and then in. Now from here for the back, we're going to curve this line around and then in. Moving across, we're going to curve this line around, back in. Stepping down, we're going to curve this line in towards the middle. And now let's draw on our foot. So behind, we're going to curve this line out and then down. From here, we're going to, for our toe, curve this line around and then in. Stepping up, we're going to arch this line around, back in. And then one more time, we're just going to curve this line around and then in. And lastly, beside this, we're going to draw another arch line in the corner. Now for the ankle, we're going to curve this line down towards the bottom. And now stepping across, we're going to arch this line around and then in. Moving up again, replicating that. And then one more time, curving that around and then back in. Lastly, for the tail, on the inside line, we're going to curve this line around and then in towards our chin. Let's step across, replicating that, curving this line around, in towards our chin. On the top, we're going to curve this line around, down, and then over. And then moving up, let's replicate that, curving that around, and then back in on that bottom line. And that is it. That's how you draw Marchin monkey. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.